Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J. Y'all, we back. Thank you so much for staying with us. We are at the top of the hour, and we still got a lot of show. We still are going to get into our Black Invention segment, and we still are awaiting the interview that we have with Miss Beverly Johnson, the great-great-granddaughter of Chicken George and cousin of Alex Haley, as seen in the movie Roots. So we're looking forward to that later on in the show. But at this time, as we do every single week, we need to get in a missing child. This week's missing child is missing from right here in Richmond, Virginia, Giselle Miller. She's been missing since last week, January 30th. She's 17-year-old black female with brown eyes and black hair. She stands 5'5" and 140 pounds. Once again, she was last seen last week on January 30th, wearing a black coat, blue and white jeans, black boots, and glasses. There's a photograph here of Giselle Miller that I will put on all of our Facebook pages, as well as the Legacy Internet Radio fan page and the Ain't No Half Steppin' with Marcus J fan page on Facebook. So if you're not on there, please go there, take a look. If you've seen Giselle, please make the phone call to 1-800-THE-LOST, 1-800-843-5678, or contact the local authorities, or contact them on the website missingkids.com. Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J. Happy to turn the mic over to my sister S.Y. Butler. It's time to get into our healthy segment, and this week I am definitely excited to learn about why I shouldn't scratch. What you got, girl?
It's not good, especially if you have dry skin.
Oh, God.
Let me see the white line.
That was too easy. It was too easy.
Okay. Today, I'm going to talk about the shingles.
Oh, God. Shingles. Ugh.
The shingles.
Ill.
You heard about shingles, JR?
Yeah,
It's ill-worthy.
a lot of this old lady at work had it.
Oh, gosh.
It was nasty, though.
But it's something that we can get.
Yeah.
That's why. What you got, girl?
And nobody is safe from the shingles. So, the shingles, we all know. Anyone who has had the chicken pox can get it. No one can escape it. There is a virus that causes the chicken pox, which is the varicella virus. Once you've had the chicken pox, this virus lives inside your body, just waiting for you to have a weak immune system and get old. The older you get, the more your chances are of having it. There's no one ethnic background that gets it more than the other. As long as you've had the chicken pox, it's just a waiting time bomb. So now it remains in your body, just waiting, like I said, for your immune system to weaken. And it gets to you, it'll appear once, as you start aging. What are the signs? You can start to scratch. You'll be itchy. It'll tingle. It'll burn. You'll even have pain in certain areas on the side of your body. And sometimes the pain is accompanied by a headache, or you just overall don't feel well. So it's not the cold. It may not be the flu. You may not have a tummy virus. You may have the shingles.
Ugh.
Now, the rash usually appears on one side of
JR up in here checking himself.
JR, he's like scratching and checking.
It's man.
Checking
It be heebie-jeebies.
Well, you can start to be concerned if you're itching constantly in like one side of your body or in one particular spot of your body. And it says usually the rash occurs and it's a band or a strip on one side of your body. That's called a dermatome, which is the area where the nerves in the spinal cord connect to your skin. Usually appears in the dermatome area, which is located on one side of your body. So like if you just, on your waist side, left or right side of the body. The rash isn't always the first sign. Some people, first sign can be, like I said, the pain, tingling, itchy on a specific part of the body, the skin, maybe over the eye, on the side of the face, or again, on your sides. The rash begins in fluid-filled blisters, similar to Marcus, your face, similar to the chicken pox. They may be a few of them, or it may be a nice cluster of them. Even a few blisters here and there could still be it. The pain that's associated with the rash can be consistent, or it can be hurt one day and not hurt the next. Sometimes it says the pain is so intense that even the slight breeze can hurt.
Are you trying to creep us out today?
No, I'm not trying to creep you out. I just want you to be mindful of all these different things.
I don't.
JR, stop. JR scratching his hair, y'all.
Yeah, but
I have eczema, so I tend to itch randomly.
You're itching a lot
Like
in the
right now,
last
you
2
just giving
minutes.
me a heat. I did wash my hands, so it may be the soap. But yeah, like you give me this.
see, you making him feel
Okay, well,
uncomfortable.
relax.
That's
Might be
wild.
shingles. See, for all I know,
You
Well,
think JR? You
got me thinking I got the shingles.
Have you had chicken pox before?
Yeah, I
You-
done had them all.
You
like,
might have shingles,
Really?
yo. You think you got it?
Oh no.
Nah, man, it don't hurt when the
Does
wind
it
blows,
hurt?
so I think I'm alright.
That's not funny. That's not funny.
We not
y'all.
laughing at people. We trying to not be creeped out right now.
Oh my God.
Sheesh.
Okay. Now, the number of blisters, again, I said can vary depending on each case is different. Sometimes the blisters merge. Like I said, it forms either a red band that looks like a severe burn in some cases. Okay. Because the virus that causes shingles travels through the nerves, shingles rash may also follow a path of the nerve endings. And that's why I say the rash most time appears on either side of the body. The shingles, not that this really matters, the shingles comes from a Latin word, cingulum, which means girdle or belt. And I guess because
I'm sorry.
it forms like a band, so that's where that
You mean to
comes
tell
in.
me they got this word?
Yes.
The root is girdle or
Mhm.
belt?
Like a spelling bee,
I
it may
thought it
ask
was like the
origin.
shingles on the roof.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Hey, man, I don't know.
I don't know.
I
either.
was
I want
picturing
you
like
to
bumps
go up,
that's
I want you
like
to come down
look
now.
like
That's-
roof.
That's why we do this, so that
shingles,
we can be learned people. Carlton Banks is checking in.
See,
Carlton
we
Banks.
got a dose of healthy
Carlton Banks
airwise.
is checking in. Carlton Banks says, "What's up to everybody?"
Hey,
What up,
Carlton.
Banks?
He when he hears that we're talking about shingles, he wrote down chicken pox with a question mark. So he's getting
Yeah.
an education here today,
Mhm.
and hopefully he not somewhere scratching too. So
Oh God.
yeah.
Now it says usually the blisters take anywhere between 2 to 4 weeks to turn into scabs. So imagine a month of constant pain and itching and burning.
That's nasty.
Okay.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. So if you're diagnosed with shingles, here are some things that might help. A cool, wet compress. It may help to reduce the pain. Soothing baths and lotions such as an oatmeal bath or starch bath or even calamine
Scratching,
lotion. Okay?
Scratching it, right? Just
No scratching.
scratch it till it
No
just
scratching.
fall off.
Mm-mm. Bathing daily and keeping your fingernails cleaned and trimmed can prevent the bacterial infection and damage to the skin that scratching may cause.
Some people gonna have a problem with that bathing daily part.
Oh my.
Some folks don't wash their
Run
ass.
around smelling like
We don't,
onions.
we don't
and
want you to
sub
be itchy,
sandwiches.
scratchy, and funky.
I'm sorry.
No.
That's-
Yeah,
that's funny to
stop.
me. I'm sorry.
doing something serious.
Okay, I'll be good.
All right. Keeping the affected area of the skin exposed to the air. It may cause the rash to heal quickly. Now, don't go outside in the breeze. It's not saying let it hit the winter,
Because you also said that the
but
the
it's just
air,
saying don't cover it up so much. Don't let it get warm.
right?
Because
Because you also mentioned earlier that the breeze could be painful.
Well, then don't wear a tank top or a tube top.
Okay, so naked is good when you have shingles. I'm trying to be serious here because the clothes rubbing up against the scabs and stuff would probably be painful, right?
Just cut a hole in that side of the shirt.
Okay.
Situations to avoid if you have shingles. Now, first of all, you cannot get shingles from someone who has the disease. However, the virus that causes shingles is the same virus that causes the chicken pox. So someone who has never had the chicken pox could get the chicken pox from someone who has the shingles.
Okay. So you can't.
Huh?
So basically, what she's saying
You
is.
sound like Dwayne.
So have you, JR? Have you had chicken pox?
I've had the chicken.
That's why. Have you had chicken pox?
Mhm.
Okay. So we've all had chicken pox. We've all had chicken pox, and I also have my special guest in the room who has made it clear that she needs to be shouted out. So everybody, say peace to Mama J. Mama J is in the room. What's up, baby girl?
Nothing.
You all right? All right, because I know you wanted to make sure that your
She
presence
just did
was
an
known.
Arnold Horseshack. What was she saying?
But Mama J has not had chicken pox. So if Mama J comes across someone that has shingles, Mama
Yes.
J could
Can
get,
get the
chicken
chicken
pox. Yes, because it's the exact same
Yes,
virus.
same virus, the varicella virus.
Now, can a person who has never had chicken pox get shingles first?
No,
So
Well,
it's a succession.
because the varicella virus is not present.
Okay.
Okay, now what if she gets the chicken pox, right?
Mm-hmm.
And can he get shingles from her having chicken pox?
No.
Okay, I don't know, man. I don't know how this stuff works. I'm just asking. Looking at me like that.
She
Why
gave
Apple
you.
Jacks
Then
taste like apple
then she
or
gave you the no, dummy. Then she gave you the face.
Okay.
No, so, but I do think that that's a good question. So
No.
the question, to be clear, is if Mama J, who we've established does not have chicken pox,
Mhm.
I have.
Mm-hmm.
If she gets chicken pox, I should be okay to be directly caring for
contact
her,
with her.
in contact
Mhm.
with her,
Mhm.
and not fear getting the shingles.
Right.
Now, you may have said this, but come back to how we getting shingles again. Does it just decide to awaken in its
Well, your immune system weakens.
okay?
And once your immune system weakens, the virus
Become-
is free to attack.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So it's not catching, but you have it inside of you, and if your immune system
Yeah,
drops
it's in
its
there
guard,
waiting. Right.
drops its guard, then you.
And that's one of the reasons they say older people can get it, because their system starts to break
got you.
down.
I
and
got you.
So forth.
Old
We're gonna
people,
go
if
through
you're
a
listening,
little
eat
bit
your
more.
Wheaties. Don't get the shingles.
Go out and get that boost.
Yeah, man.
And show up.
That's right. And you gotta wear your hat and your gloves and your scarf, because Mom's J always tells me to do that. So yeah.
So I'm gonna read that part again.
Old people.
Okay. Because the shingles is the same virus that causes the chicken pox. All right. Someone who has never had the chicken pox could get the chicken pox from someone who has the shingles if they come in contact with a person with the rash when the blisters have not yet crusted. I'm going to read it again.
The way you said crusted was
I know. I'm starting to scratch. Wait a minute. Oh.
my footage, and I can't get to it.
Okay. So, again, I'm going to read it again. Someone who has never had the chicken pox could get the chicken pox from someone from a person who has the shingles if he or she comes in contact with the shingles rash, when the blisters have not yet crusted. So if they haven't bust and are drying, ding, 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 ding. Cooties. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. I'll take it back. So it's very important to stay away from newborns, people who have problems with their immune system, and people who have not had the chicken pox, especially if you have shingles blisters and have not crusted. They have not crusted. Beware of the possible complications of the shingles. The shingles can lead to serious complications. About 1 in 5 people end up with what is called PHN, and I'm going to try to get this word out. Prostherpetic neuralgia. It is a long-term nerve pain that can develop after the shingles rash heals, and it can last for months or even years. The pain may be so sharp and throbbing, it may hurt beyond an area of the original rash. So imagine the pain being so bad, if your rash was on your side, that it may hurt your leg or hurt your arm, or, so you got to be careful. Other shingles complications: bacterial infections. A shingles rash can increase your risk of a bacterial infection on your skin. The long-term pain, again, PHN. Permanent scarring. Sometimes in severe cases of shingles, a person can end up with permanent scarring. Vision impairment. If the shingles virus is near your eye, because it can come on the side of your face, you risk vision impairment. And then something called Ramsay-Hunt syndrome. The shingles infection inside or near the ear can cause complications called the Ramsay-Hunt syndrome. This is a rare disorder in which the facial nerves become paralyzed. And you'll have a hearing imbalance. So, is there a cure for the shingles? No. Once you have the shingles, it has to run its course. But there are treatments such as antivirals that your healthcare professional can prescribe for you to take depending on the severity of the shingles. What else increases your risk of getting the shingles? Because the body's immune system is what keeps the chickenpox virus from re-emerging as a painful blistering rash of the shingles. Anything that compromises your immune system can put you at risk. So you want to eat healthy, get your fruits and vegetables. You basically just want to take care of yourself. There are more than 1 million cases of shingles a year in the United States. One in 3 will get the disease in their lifetime. So that is my shingles click. And then they had some quick Q&A on here, and it says, can you get it more than once? Which I thought was important. It is possible to get the shingles more than once.
So you can...
Your face.
I know,
because
because like I'm that guy, that when I get sick, and Mama J, she can speak to this because she's here. I used to be the typical guy, you know what I mean? Like when I would get sick, I would be like a big ass baby and whine and pout and cry and all that.
You're not alone.
That's the stereotype. But what I've morphed into is, the curmudgeon, grumpy guy who will stare being sick in the face and say, hell no, I ain't got time to be sick, so screw that. I'm not going to be sick. And so I'll either be sick and deal with it, or I'll end up feeling better. And I know that sounds weird. I got sick about 2 weeks ago, and thankfully it wasn't shingles. But I'm sitting there. No, I wasn't scratching, but at least not for that reason. But anyway,
oh my.
But I'm sitting in a room in my boxes with no shirt on, under the ceiling fan, in a cold ass room, sweating. I said, I'm too busy. I got too much to do to be sick. I got dressed to go to work, and I felt better because I didn't want to be sick. And so, but I know realistically that is nonsense. The creator decided to make me feel better because I have had the chicken pox. If the shingles decide they won't get that ass, it's gonna get that ass. So I realize that, and I appreciate that. And I just want to thank SY every single month, every single chance we get to do the healthy segments. I always get good information, and you guys, the listeners, do as well. And the cool thing, like, we like to joke and have a good time, through our segments, try to make it fun, but the truth of the matter is she brings us good information every time we have an opportunity to have her do these segments. And so take it under advisement. We've done shingles, we've done MS, we've done MPV. HPV, yeah. So, we've done a lot. So we definitely hope that you guys will receive the information and, keep your eyes out for this stuff. Ain't No Half Steppin' with Marcus J. We get ready to take a break. And when we come back, we got a fun segment. This is a fun segment. Notice we haven't done any What the Hell today, and we're not going to because when we come back, we're going to have a segment where we're going to talk about black inventions and black inventors. And why it's going to be fun is the stuff that we're going to talk about. You may have heard of these people, but we're hoping that you haven't, because we hope that you will learn something tonight. Because the inventions that we're going to talk about are inventions that when I did the research on, we're doing 5 of them, and one I knew, but the others I was like, wow. And you're going to say, wow, black dude invented that? That's exactly what we're looking for.
He's
so
so
we're looking
smart.
forward to it. And then after that segment, we're going to have Miss Beverly Johnson, who is the cousin of Alex Haley, as they are the great-great-grandchildren of Chicken George, as seen in the movie Roots. We're going to have them in a later segment. So we're looking forward to that as well. So stay with us. We still got a lot of show to go. Marcus J. and the crew and you on social media will be back in a few minutes.